Hey there, welcome back to my channel again. This is Drew aka Booty Sweat, and we are continuing this series of custom variations that I suggest or kind of give you a starting point. Again, this is for people who are kind of arriving at Mortal Kombat 11 after Ultimate comes out, either the first time you've played or maybe you're returning. Either way, I'm going through a series of characters that I know how to play and some of the custom variations that I like to use so that you can kind of have a starting point in getting into the custom variations that are now going to be legal in competitive play with the release of Ultimate. So again, if you enjoy this content, like and subscribe, etc, etc. It really helps kind of YouTube algorithm stuff, you know, helps push it out to other people, blah blah blah. Without further ado, whatever, let's get right into Sindel. Okay, so for my first variation that I like to play with Sindel, it's actually probably my favorite of the three that I use, and that includes Haircut and Low Star Screamer. Haircut is of course this move that you can amplify to get more combos, and then Star Screamer being this long range, low projectile. Not really the best startup ever, but it's not terrible, I don't guess, but it's another cool thing where it kind of just gives you that low projectile to really harass the opponent with. I like variations that have high combo potential and also like just a decent projectile. I think that's a really cool combination a lot of time, and so I really go for variations that kind of have that. But then of course you have Haircut, which is Sindel's primary combo extending move. So you can actually get some pretty decently damaging combos with Sindel by using Haircut. So as you can see, you can get some pretty good combo damage off of these, off of the Haircut extension. You can get pretty good damage off of your crushing blow, that sort of thing. Pretty decent damage. And then on top of that, just the Low Star Screamer is just overall, in my opinion, whoops, a pretty good move. You can amplify it also to make it a lot faster. So overall, this is probably one of my preferred Sindel variations just because of the sheer combo potential. You know, you can get people kind of guessing by, do you finish this? You know, what do you do? Do you end up going into a combo? You know, what are you doing? So I messed that one up, but you get the idea. All right, for the second variation that I like to run with Sindel, this one kind of takes more advantage of her zoning capabilities. So we're keeping the Low Star Screamer, but we're also adding the Air Banshee Barrage, which is this move. Now, the cool thing about this move is you can actually amplify it to get a combo off of it. So a nice little bit of damage just for a little zoning move. It's not the most damage ever, but you know, you can get more optimal combos off of it, things like that anyway. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's good for kind of harassing your opponent from a good distance away, and can launch them from pretty far away to get you a good combo starter. So I mess it up, but you get the idea. In addition to the Low Star Screamer and the Air Barrage, we have the Whip and Flip. Now this move is pretty sick because it is an overhead, so they have to be blocking high in order to not get hit by it. So it's actually pretty cool. A little bit of a mix-up tool, so you can throw it into combos to try to get a mix-up between it and the Low Star Screamer. So say for instance, you could do the Low Star Screamer and get a low, or you could do the same combo and go with an overhead. So it's just kind of like a little bit of an extra option. Now the cool thing about Whip and Flip is it also gets a crushing blow. It's triggered by, I have easy crushing blows on just so I don't have to do a bunch of shenanigans in the practice menus. But basically, if your opponent is crouching or crouch blocking, and you hit them with whip and flip successfully, you will be able to get a crushing blow, and off of the crushing blow, you can combo. That's a nice little 30% off of a hair whip and flip crushing blow. You can also see this move has a lot of range as well. So really, you can catch people off guard pretty well with this. I mean, look how far away. You can be basically here, almost. The cool thing about this is it really can mix them up, and it hits from really, really far away. So see how far I am? That still hits. I can almost hit, I think, from starting position. I think I'm a little too far at starting position, but take one little micro step forward, now I'm hitting. So from a pretty good distance, you can get a crushing blow combo. So, pretty cool. And one more thing to keep in mind is this variation, I like it because you get to add the low star screamer, which you don't get if you have the hair cutter or haircut, because haircut is 2 slots. One of her competitive variations, I think it's splitting hairs, I think is which one it is. It actually has the haircut and whip and flip in the same variation. That's a really good combination as well if you like combos. I didn't include it in this because it's not a custom combo. It's already been existed in the competitive format. So really, I just wanted to go over some ones that didn't already exist. So we'll move on to the next one. All right, for the third variation of this video, we're going to be looking at another variation that is slightly different from the last one. Again, we're going to stick with the low star screamer, and we're still going to have the air banshee barrage. But we're adding a new move, which is the Maleficent March, which is this move right here. And if you march a far distance, you get, you know, a little crushing blow action. Now, the cool thing about this move is that it actually shares its crushing blow with the Shriek move, which, if you know the Shriek move that Sindel has, she gets a crushing blow off it if it's a counter. And that kind of gives a restand, and you can combo into it, that kind of thing. But in addition to that, with the Maleficent March, you can get a crushing blow in one of 2 ways, basically. You can march for a long time and get it, or if you let go of it, you don't have to go that whole time, but if you let go of it earlier, so you can do it as early as that, then you will actually get the crushing blow if they try to attack and you counter them. So it works kind of the same way. Now, unfortunately, you don't get 2 of this crushing blow. You don't get 2 of them. If you use one, for instance, I have easy crushing blows on. You'll see I used the Maleficent March crushing blow, and now if I try to use the Shriek one, I don't have one anymore. So that's with easy crushing blows on. So it uses up that crushing blow either way. But the cool thing about this move is you can kind of swag on your opponent a little bit. One of the reasons why I really like it is because you just walk at them, and if they try to hit you out of it, if you walk at them and they panic and press a button, you're getting a crushing blow and getting a nice little chunk of damage as a result. So obviously you want to do a better combo than that. Get a nice little bit of damage off of it, something like that. And then, of course, other than that, you've still got, like I said, the low star screamer, the air banshee barrage to get you some other combo potential kind of zoning options. So I think Sindel's not really a close range character. She's more of a mid-range character, likes to control space. So there are definitely better characters if you just want to outright run a combo heavy rush down character. I just think that it's cool to have an option for that, but then also have a pretty versatile option like this, where you can get this crushing blow in a couple of different ways, which I just think is really cool. It lets her bring a lot to the table in terms of her versatility with this variation. Well, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it useful. Like and subscribe if you did. If you have any of your own personal Sindel variations you want to share in the comments below, make sure you do. And yeah, have a good one. Be blessed.